Students, how are you all? I hope all are well. Okay, students, stay home and stay safe. So, in the last class, we discussed about elements, compounds, and mixture, and also studied what are the differences between compounds and mixture. Today, we discuss about atoms and molecules, and what are the differences between atoms and molecules, and what are the particles present in the atoms, and also discuss about metals and non-metals, and what are physical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay, let us see what is an atom. Okay. So, any object that occupies space and has weight, that is called matter. So, understood? So, matter is always found in three states, that is solid, liquid and gas. Let us see what is the meaning of atoms. Matter is made of millions of tiny particles, that is called atoms. Whether solid, liquid or gas, and atoms forms the basic unit. Atoms comes from the Greek word atomos, meaning indivisible. The theory of atoms was put forth by ancient Indian and Greek scientists. However, this theory could not be proved because of the lack of technology. These tiny particles can only be seen through a scanning tunneling microscope. The structure of an atom resembles an egg. Okay. See, the nucleus in the middle is like the yolk of the egg, and the orbits around it like the egg white. See, nucleus has positively charged protons and neutrally charged neutrons, and the orbits have negatively charged electrons. Okay, protons are positively charged. See, two or more atoms combine to give rise to a molecule. So, understood? A molecule can be two atoms of the same elements or combination of different elements. Example, oxygen plus oxygen, oxygen, O2. Then water, it is also one type of molecules. See, oxygen, hydrogen and oxygen. There are 118 elements known to man. Imagine how many combination of molecules can happen then. Okay. Okay, students, understood what is the meaning of atoms and compounds? Okay, let us see metals and non-metals. What are the physical properties of metals and non-metals? Okay, students, let us see what are the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay, see, all metals in the pure state have a shining surface. This property is called metallic luster. Non-metals, on the other hand, are dull. Therefore, they do not have rust shining. Okay. Next one is hardness. Try to cut iron with knife is not very difficult. Why? Because results are hard. Now, try to cut a rubber with knife. It must be very easy. Thus, non-metals are soft. Next one, Malleability. Let's perform an activity. Take iron nail, gold piece. Okay. Take aluminium wire, pencil lead. Beat each of them with a hammer. What do you observe? Iron nail and aluminium wire change their shape, but coal piece and pencil lead break into pieces. Okay, this is because change of shape. Thus, metals if beaten change their shape and forms thin sheet on beating this. This property is called malleability. Non-metals break into pieces like we have seen in activity. The ability, another interesting property of metals is the ductility. To form 10 wires, it is called ductility. With this property, you can see wires of aluminium, copper, iron. Non-metals do not show this property and breaks if we try to form wires. Next one, sonority. The property of producing ringing sound when a substance is struck by hard substance is called sonority. That means sound. It produces sound. Metals are sonority, but non-metals are not. Next one, conduction of heat. If one end of iron rod is heated, then we can feel rise in temperature at other end also. This means that metals conduct heat. Non-metals does not conduct heat. If non-metals would have been conducting heat, it be possible to use them as handles for cookers and pans. Next, conduction of electricity. Let's perform another activity. Connect circuit as shown. Check if the bulb lights or not. Repeat the same for other materials like iron nail, sulfur, coal piece. Okay. Observation, material and conductivity. Iron nail, it's good conductor. Okay. Sulfur is bad conductor. Coal piece is bad conductor. Copper wire is good conductor of electricity. Okay, from this activity you can verify that metals a good conductor of electricity, but non-metals are bad conductivity of electricity. Okay students, let us learn expectations. That means, see, metals are hard in nature except sodium and potassium because they are soft in nature. And metals are solid in state except mercury because it is a liquid metal. This point is very important, students. Okay. Next, in non-metals, generally non-metals are they are dull in nature, but except iodine. Okay. Next, non-metals are soft in nature except diamond. Diamond is hardest substance. Okay. Okay, students. So I hope all are understand what is the meaning of atoms and what are the particles present in the atoms and molecules. Then what are the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay. Okay, students. So next class I will come with new topic. Thank you.